Hey YouTube world, Harvest is Plenty. Thanks for stopping by to check out the video. So I want to share something with you guys. Now, I'm not sharing this to scare you, but to inform you that they're building a massive surveillance state. It's that control grid, that beast control grid system that they're putting in place that I've been warning about. And one day, you might just wake up and find yourself to be an enemy of the state based on what movies you watched, based on the foods that you eat, based on the books that you read, based on if you are a gun owner, based on if you are a Christian. They're going to start inserting a whole bunch of rules coming in the near future as they decide to tighten up as they get ready for the B system. So just want to warn you guys about that. If you've never seen the movie Enemy of the State, please take a look at it. I know it's quite old, but take a look at it, review it. It's a pretty good watch. But this is where we're headed. And they're passing different laws in each state, disguised as if they're trying to do the people a favor. They always pass it for or in your best interest. It doesn't matter if it's Democrat or Republican. They're all passing some type of similar law to do their part to get this control grid up. So look, listen, pay attention. Also, all these flock cameras are going up as well, so I will be doing a video on flock cameras soon as well. But enjoy the video. Stay tuned for my next video that's coming up after this. And until then, may the good Lord continue to bless you and your family.
And let me come back to the pattern of life for just one moment. When we were talking about predicting what people are going to do, I made a video earlier this year. I think it was around March of this year, and I called it Enemy of the State. That's what's on the thumbnail. The video I made was about Florida House Bill 945. This is a bill that was introduced in Florida legislature this year, and the Florida bill was called Adversary Intelligence Entities. And that's a term I had never heard before, Adversary Intelligence Entities. And as I read the bill, so many red flags went up. Let's start with the definition. What is an adversary intelligence entity? It sounds like the KGB, but the bill defined that term, adversary intelligence entity, as any government, non-governmental organization, corporation, business, group, cell, or individual whose demonstrated actions, views, or opinions are deemed a threat to the state, to the interest of the state. Okay, so let's piece this together. An individual whose views or opinions are deemed a threat to the interest of the state, that makes me an adversary intelligence entity. And the same bill created a counterterrorism unit to go after adversary intelligence entities. So you're criminalizing views and opinions. We're not talking about people out blowing up buildings. We're talking about people that hold the wrong views and opinions. And this begs so many questions. Number one, people who have views or opinions that are a threat to the interest of the state. Can anyone give me a list of the interest of the state? Who even gets to decide that? Is that the governor? Is that the legislature, the courts? Mm-hmm. Who gets to determine what is the interest of the state? Because I could have sworn until about 2 years ago, global warming was the existential threat to mankind. We're all going to die because the earth is going to overheat in a few years. So the end state was reducing our CO2 emissions. But just like that, Bill Gates announced that global warming's over. It's not a big deal. And forget everything that I've said for the last 20 years because global warming's not a threat. That happened right about the time that Microsoft needed more AI data centers.
Yeah.
So if you're going to come after me for having opinions that are against the interest of the state, I want to know what the interests of the state are. Is reducing CO2 emissions the interest of the state? It seems like it used to be, but it doesn't seem like it is anymore. Six, how do you know my views and opinions? Because we're talking about a counterterrorism unit tracking people down for their views and opinions. How do you know what my views and opinions are? Well, the bill itself uses the phrase, they will be identified through pattern of life data. So somebody is going to pay attention to what I'm watching on TV, what websites I'm visiting, what I'm posting on social media, who I'm hanging out with, where I'm driving, how much hot water I'm using. They're going to tie all of this information together to predict what my views and opinions are, so I can be harassed by a counterterrorism unit if they deem my views and opinions are a threat to the interest of the state. And this is not a future dystopia. This was introduced as legislation this year in Florida. It cleared 3 House committees. Thankfully, it stopped before it went to the floor for a full vote, but 3 House committees approved this legislation.